So I already have the first planer rod out, and now I'm gonna put the second planer out. This is what we're using here. A lot of times we use actual bonita strips that we make or we buy. This is called a bait strip. It's basically supposed to mimic a bonita strip. So we have our hook, we got mylar under there, that's that shiny stuff, a squid skirt, and then a sea witch on top. And now I'm just gonna let this baby out. Now with planer fishing, the way the planer works is it gets your baits down lower in the water column. So you're not just trolling your baits on top of the surface. And today, we're actually going after wahoo, some nice toothy critters. We have yet to catch a wahoo on this boat, but I have a good feeling about it. I got both my brothers on the boat, I got my mom on the boat, and then Victor's behind the camera. And I got a good feeling about today. Now, a lot of times when you see us planer fishing, once we reel the planer into the tip of the rod, we have like a 100-foot leader. And normally when you see us, we'll reel the planer, this is the planer, to the tip of the rod, and then we'll hand line the rest of the way. But we have this bridle system where the planer goes right into these swivels. So then once you reel into the planer, you can take the planer off and then reel in the rest of all of your leader into the reel. So it's gonna go into the water like this. And once we set the planer, this ring is gonna go like this. And now you're pulling against the water like this. And this causes resistance, which makes the planer go down deep. And that's how that works. But when you let it out, it goes like this, and then I'll show you how to set it. All right, so that one is my long planer. This is the short one, so I stopped it kind of short. And now I'm gonna set it.
There you go.
So now with normal fishing, when you're trolling and your rod tip bends over, then that normally means you have a fish. But now with planer fishing, the planer, since it's going like this against the water, the tip of the rod is gonna be really bent to start out with. And then when the planer pops and goes straight again, the tip's actually gonna come up, and that's how you know you either have a fish on or you got hit. So we have our 2 planer rods out, and now I always like to fish something on the surface so that we cover more. And I got this little tiny, oh, that planer just popped.
Yep.
A subscriber of Victor actually sent him this. He made it himself, so that's pretty cool. And we've actually used this before and caught a lot of fish on it. Here.
Do I need to set it or is it?
No, you're all good, just reel. Put this in your hip. First fish on of the day, something on the little feather. Maybe a little bonita, possibly a little blackfin tuna.
Do we want to keep them? No. Just let them go. Alright. Let them go and watch them grow.
We got Mom on a little fish. You're doing good, Mom. Yeah, you're doing good. This is who I get my fishing skills from, right, Mom? Pull your tip of your rod over here. Perfect.
Keep reeling.
Keep reeling.
Oh, you're good.
It's bigger than Fisher's. Good job, Mom. Alright, so we've been trolling for a couple hours. Nothing has hit the planers yet. We did get cut off once, which means that it was something toothy, maybe a wahoo, could have been a kingfish. But this rod just went off. It's out pretty far, so we'll see.
Fingers crossed, Brook. Fingers crossed. We all know what we want it to be.
It's definitely got weight. It's definitely got weight to it.
Yeah?
Yeah. You're doing good, Fisher. Okay, the planer's off.
Planer's off.
tougher than we thought it was going to be. It is blowing a little harder, but we're still having a good day. Alright guys, so we are back home and I'm going to do a little recap of the day and a little bit of a life update. So I know this video was kind of boring and we didn't really catch a lot, but that's okay because sometimes, you know, we go out there and we have days like that are slow. And I felt like I still wanted to show it to you guys because I went out there with my mom and my brothers, which doesn't happen very often, and we had a lot of fun. We didn't catch a lot, but we had a lot of fun, and if we would have brought home dinner, obviously it would have been icing on the cake, but that's okay that we didn't. I know I haven't been posting a lot lately. I've been super busy with work this month. I was sick for about 2 weeks. The weather here has been absolute crap. It's been windy and blowing like 20-25 knots every day for like the last week. It's been raining for like 3 straight days. This was the first calm day that we've had in weeks. But don't worry guys, because I have a lot of fun things planned for this year and a lot of trips coming up. First trip on the list that's coming up is in February, and Victor and I are actually going to Quepos, Costa Rica. I'm super excited because I'm actually fishing the first annual Pescador Billfish Championship, and it's actually a female-only billfish tournament, which I am super stoked about. I've never caught a marlin before, and supposedly I'm gonna catch at least more than one, so I am super stoked for that trip. Victor and I will be there for 6 days, and for the first 3 days we're gonna be in Quepos, and then after that we don't really have any plans about where we're going. Alright guys, so I want you to comment down below if you have any ideas of where we should go, of anything that we should do, of anyone that you know who has fishing connections there that we should possibly fish with, or if you've been there before, or any suggestions of what to do, where to go, anything like that. I want you guys to comment that down below because Victor and I have never been there before. We want to hear what you guys have to say, and also you guys can email me at BCRIS@gmail.com. And then as the tournament gets closer, I'm going to give you guys some more information of how you can actually keep track of how we're doing during the tournament. There's actually a live feed, and I will be able to hook you guys up with the information for that, tell you about my team so you guys can actually follow us along the way to see how we're doing. And as always, you guys can stay up to date with me on Instagram at BCRIS on Instagram. I actually post more on there than I do on YouTube, and I post things on Instagram before you ever actually see them on YouTube, so you can kind of have an idea of what I'm doing. And I post a lot of stories and stuff, so check me out on Instagram. All right, that is enough talking for now. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And again, thank you to all those people who have been asking why I haven't been posting so much or how I'm doing. I honestly do read all of the comments, and you guys are really awesome. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one.
Birds are fun.
Birds. Are you kidding me? Next. Alright, and we're done.
Birds.